Diagwit, folks, from irishnews.com. Solidarity demonstrations for Kneecap member Mo Chara have been organized to take place in both London and Dublin ahead of his second court appearance over an alleged offence under the Terrorism Act. Mo Chara is due to appear before Westminster Magistrates Court again on August 20th. He previously appeared in the same court on June 15th, accused of allegedly displaying a flag in support of prescribed organization Hezbollah at a concert in London in November 2024. Their legal team includes leading human rights lawyer Gareth Pearce, who is known for having previously represented the Guildford Four and the Birmingham Six. On Tuesday, the band said that Mo Chara would be back in court as the British government's carnival of distraction continues. Since his last court appearance, Israel has murdered another 9,000 Palestinians, mainly children and women, they said. Over 1,000 murdered whilst queuing for aid, starved due to their siege, whilst pitiful amounts of aid delivered by a sham agency controlled by Israel. Young children gunned down by snipers as they scrambled for a bag of flour, whole families from babies to grandparents murdered as they huddled in makeshift tents.
The grief for these young sisters is unbearable. Their father was among 5 killed when they attempted to get near an aid distribution center in southern Gaza, according to doctors. My dad went to get food for us, but he was shot, and then he died. Israel has denied responsibility, saying it had only fired warning shots. The killings follow what doctors working at Gaza's Nasser hospital have called a mass casualty event. On Sunday, the Gaza Ministry of Health said over 50 Palestinians were killed and at least 200 wounded when they tried to reach an aid distribution center run by the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation. This early morning cell phone video appears to show the moment gunfire first erupted. The bodies of those killed and injured can be seen lying on the sand as the sun rose. GHF, which is backed by Israel and the U.S., is staffed with armed American private contractors. In a statement, the group denied there were any incidents of gunfire within sight of or in the vicinity of their operations, and released this security camera footage of what they say were orderly aid deliveries. But eyewitnesses told our CBS News team it was Israeli forces that had opened fire.
It's very difficult to think that they were just looking for food and now they're injured and they're on our operating tables. It's a real crisis for us because we haven't had any medical aid since the 2nd of March and we are really on our knees.
And in his statement, the U.S. ambassador to Israel, Mike Huckabee, singled out several media organizations for reporting what he called Hamas misinformation, saying there was no violence near GHF's aid distribution hubs, despite extensive video evidence and eyewitness testimony, including from international doctors who treated the wounded.
The Israeli occupation force have since moved through Gaza, turning what's left of homes, schools, and hospitals to literal dust. The group called out the British state's ongoing support and arming of Israel. British courts have long charged people from the north of Ireland with terrorism for crimes never committed. We will fight them, we will win, they added. The trio thanked the organizations, artists, and individuals who have organized a series of solidarity events. 3 demonstrations have been organized to take place outside the court on Wednesday at 9 a.m., while a 4th solidarity session has been organized to take place at 3 p.m. at Connolly Books in Dublin. Kneecap are back. Our boys, folks, the boys are back. Back in town in London to face some trumped up BS charges because they committed the egregious crime of swinging around a flag. We talked about this in another video. Charges are bunk and BS. So let's just take a little time maybe to provide a little background on why a Northern Irish band is so out and out in support of Palestine. Aside from the general whole humanity thing. In case you weren't familiar, in case you haven't watched a couple of seasons of Dairy Girls, Northern Ireland, particularly for the Catholics, has been a territory under a similar occupation, or at least in the past has been under a similar occupation from the British, dealing with similar conditions. Neighborhoods patrolled by police, trumped up charges, crimes, people being attacked simply for their religion, for their last name. Also having their language essentially criminalized, which is a lot of what Kneecap is about. They are promoters of the Irish language, which used to be spoken by nearly everyone in Ireland, but was suppressed. This story gives us a chance to cover a band that we all like here at AT News and also talk about the ongoing crisis in Gaza. I just got to say, God bless to these boys. Mo Chara, hopefully they dismiss these charges. I mean, they're utterly ridiculous. It's barely a protest. Unfortunately, we've seen some more people being charged under these same laws. The other day, I saw a video of a woman just with a sign that said "End genocide in Gaza" being charged with, supporting terrorism. Hopefully, if Mo Chara is let off, which, God willing, that'll sort of change this sort of status quo when it comes to people involved in these protests. But we won't know until a little later on. But anyway, it's always good to talk about Kneecap. Once again, sláinte to my Irish buddies and friends, and to that one guy in Australia. Hope you see this. Like, comment, subscribe. Anyway, I'm Dave for AT News.